You're listening to the No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers.
What? Man said Bon Gerard. Is he
The No Tekkers podcast.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Episode 50.
Jeez.
Half a century out here. The No Tekkers podcast. I'm your host, Braz. I got my co-host, KP, a.k.a. PSC, a.k.a. Chief, a.k.a. Mr. Bonderstats.
All day, every day.
And then Mr.
He's back.
Human athlete in the building.
I'm coming. I want that theme tune played when I'm coming.
Man like courts in the building.
What's happening?
And then we have a special guest in the building, Mr. Drip Central.
It's essential. It's iconic.
Man, a childish. You 50 like this.
Man like Omari Sterling in the building.
Cheers.
Thank you,
Welcome. How you feeling, man?
It's late, so
You good, bruv? You good?
Yeah, man. We
So
appreciate
good,
you
man.
coming on, taking the time out as always.
anything for friends, man.
So yeah, man. Let's get straight into it then. So, the Premier League is back officially.
Tomorrow.
Well, when this comes out today.
Man, like you didn't get the media training course. The pre-recorded.
The Premier League is back. I'm excited. So is everyone else, I hope. Transfer window has been an absolute Mazzolini.
Facts.
I'm happy, but I'm not happy
Why are you not happy, fam?
because United is still.
Bon United, anyway.
I just want more and more at the time, isn't it?
Are United gonna transfer the title? No. So I want more.
What,
Yes.
what more do you want from United? Right this minute. What more do you want? Because you got Sancho, got Varane,
Yeah.
so that is
We still need a centre mid, and we still need another bad boy striker, and an elite manager.
big
I
man.
think the elite manager's on top of that list.
You asked for too much now.
Don't even give me the players. Give me an elite manager.
Yeah.
With the
Okay,
title
who
race.
would you want as like one name right now? If you, I mean, I'll put you on the spot, so it's a little bit unfair, but I'm just thinking if you could get not any manager because obviously anyone that's available right now.
So, I mean, I don't know who's available, so I can't really.
Well, anyone's available with the
That's
right
what I
amount
mean.
of peas.
So what?
I mean, that's
know
a
that.
great answer.
You know
There's
that.
still Pep in it. Because City
That
won't win
is-
nothing without Pep.
You know on FIFA when someone's unlocked, Donny's grayed out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying.
Did you see the thing where they put the two teams that they could build side by side?
Yeah.
Don't
Fake.
make no sense.
Yeah. So last week we did top fours. Obviously, me and you got the same top four, basically.
Yeah.
Courts, Mari.
Also, Mars is a Spurs fan. I want to know what you think about your team right now.
He ain't
Talk to me about your capo.
Let's talk about Harry Kane.
First of all,
First of all, he's gonna defend him.
first of all, we all need to know Harry Kane's not our club captain. let's just.
Oh,
let's just-
it's Lloris.
It's Lloris, so let's
Okay,
just
okay.
angle it.
Yeah, we're talking about him too.
He wants to leave as well.
But yeah, Spurs. I ain't seen enough people leave the club for me to support them this season. I'll be honest.
Okay, fair. So you got loads of dead wood.
To be fair, you got rid of the biggest one. You got rid of the biggest one.
Who's the biggest one?
Lamella?
Nah,
Nah, look, he's been
listen,
there.
he wasn't the deadest wood. He was
Nah,
dead.
but he was a bro.
He was a fraud, yeah.
Fam, he got bought to replace Bale. They bought Bale back and sold him.
Remember they went on that mad transfer spree?
Yeah, bro. They bought like
They bought everybody and anybody with the bail money.
They brought like
With the
four
bail money.
Players. They brought like 4 players, but they used all the money. I agree to that. That was Lamella, Dembele, and like 2 other players at the time.
Saldado,
Yeah.
Paulinho.
Oh,
Signing that was.
it didn't seem bad at
What
the
about
time.
that Russian brother up front?
Pavlyuchenko.
No.
Nah, it was before.
It was before.
Was
It
he?
was before.
Oh,
Yeah,
He was there
It was
playing
like there
Bale.
with like Darren Brent.
Didn't they buy Negredo as well?
That wasn't with that money, man. That was a different.
Oh, that was a different set of peas.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was still a good signing though. Do you think he'll stay? Do you think Kane will stay?
Do you want him to stay?
Nah, he can go, man. He can go.
Sir?
What's the point? He ain't doing nothing here.
He's still by far your best player.
Of course, no denying it.
Is
Even
it
when you don't want to be
over
there.
Son, you reckon?
Of course, no denying it.
Of course. I mean, I rate Son, to be fair, but yeah.
Of course, we all do.
Son,
Bro.
sick.
Son is linked with
But
Bayern
it's
and
got to the point now where there's only so much
Why
you
you
can do
mocking?
for the club.
I don't think his heart's in it, bruv.
There's only so much you can do.
I don't think his heart's in it anymore. He saw Grealish go here, get the 10. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
That hurt him still.
And then Messi became available, and he was thinking, oof, Messi might go as well.
Yeah, nah. I don't. Do you know what? I think his heart's not in it, but I don't know. Unless City buy him, I don't know where else he's gonna go.
Well, we know where he ain't going. Barcelona.
Do you know what? Yeah, I looked at you like, oh, bro, where's he gonna go, bro? I don't think the players there can be there right now. Everyone's on borrowed time, fam. The Pies doing flick over goals here this time. You might not even get paid right now.
It's peak still.
Right. So let's get into Mars's footballing career. So where did it start for you?
Solihull Moors. No, I'm joking.
Power League.
Power League.
As a kid.
Times, man.
Bro, this is the old side note. This is the only man I know, yeah. Power League could be fully booked, yeah. He can make one call and there's a pitch available, bro.
If Power League did Ballon d'Ors, he would have a few. That's what I'm saying.
That's gonna be your new nick now.
It's the whole
Aye.
turf, man.
Sam Fitz can't talk to Omari. That's what I'm saying.
I hear it.
About best five-a-side teaming, bro.
Well,
Yo, Mars, chat to him.
listen, they entered the tournament. To be fair, Sam didn't even play. But
Alright, let me tell you about five-side, yeah. We would win tournaments and send the runners up to the finale, bro.
okay, fairs. Listen, I'm for it. I want to see it.
Regular occurrence.
I want to see it.
You
That was
you
a
don't.
red-
You
it was
don't.
a regular
To be fair, I
occurrence.
played in it, but I want to see it from the standpoint.
You don't want to see it.
Nah, I do, man.
Nah, you
The ones
don't.
where you win and you go to Spain and you go to London and
Yeah.
we just didn't ever go.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
Look, there's a tournament coming up soon. I'm trying to see it, so yeah, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, we won't get into that right now.
back to Mars. So, Power League legend. Where did it all start for you?
What in terms of Power League?
Just football, man. Just football, man.
Like when?
man, trying
What's
to
your
get the
earliest
houses in
memory? Your earliest memory of like playing in an organized football, so
Earliest memory is
grassroots.
when I first started playing football at like 10.
Okay.
So I started pretty late, to be fair.
So who was that for?
I was at Aston District. So I was in like, what's that, year 5, year 6.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
playing, sorry, in year 5 I done it because I done it a year out of my age. So I played with a year above. I was only allowed to play like 45 minutes or something like that. Then I went again for the second year when I was in year 6 in my own year group. And that was like my first time ever playing for a football team, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then
What was that experience like coming from non-organized sport? I'm assuming from your back garden
yeah, fact.
to putting on studs and
bundles
that.
of energy just running around.
Yeah.
Allowed to just run around everywhere. Back then I had a lot of energy.
Do you remember? Do you remember the first time
was
you put on
sentimental.
studs?
Yeah. I was in Jamaica.
On them pitches.
It was my mom was in England, innit? And we needed boots, but obviously mom don't know about football. So she just sent whatever she could buy.
Bro.
But then it was tile in it, so it was a best slipping.
My first pair of boots were Mitre. The Mitre, I got them from Lazar's Road.
Mine was Deodora. Do you remember when you used to go into town,
Deodora.
And there was like a little sports shop on the corner. The Big John's is there now.
Yeah.
them
In fact,
things, fam.
no, mine were Mitres as well.
The all black
Yeah,
Mitres
some
with
all black
with the white
Mine were
divide sign.
Yeah, but I had the brown
Greater
round
than.
one, the white. So you look
Oh.
Mine
extra
was
there.
wet.
And then I got handed down my cousins. Remember Michael Owen had the red and black Umbros.
Yeah.
And then I had some Puma Kings. And then R9 hit the scene and then he was a wrap from there. The rest is history. But yeah, carry on, sir. Sorry.
first boots. Do you remember the Nike advert with
David.
With the Nike, yeah?
David's.
with the T90s with the 90 on the side?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho's.
You
Yeah,
started.
that was late
You
still.
started nice. You started real nice.
Yeah,
I
late
started
still.
playing football late. And all I was doing was
I had a toe nice before them.
Yeah.
I used to play in there with the whatever group it was in Aston Leisure Centre. That was it. That's all the football I was doing.
Fair play. So how did you transfer? Did you get scouted to an academy or?
No, I think our first actual like Sunday League team was Boldmere, St Michael. It was called Glen Sports at the time.
Okay,
Everyone knows Glen. No.
man like
So-
Glenn. Man, like Glenn, yeah.
around these bits, like everyone knew Glenn because he had all of us in one team. So we had me, we had Rico,
Okay.
we had Darius, we had like loads of players that ended up playing in in loads of academies and growing up, and we was just all in one team. Like it was,
Were you ripping everybody?
we was winning every game over 10 goals to nil. Like, it was ridiculous. It was like a Galacticos or Sunday League.
Safe.
And then I think in our second year, then we went to a Saturday League instead of Sunday, and then we still like kind of ripped that up as well. To be fair, and that's where we was playing at the Aston Uni. So we had a good pitch as well for our team growing up. It was all good, and then everyone went their separate ways. Ben George went to sign at Blues. Darius played for Villa. Rico went to Villa. Then kind of just all went different ways. And
Yeah.
after that, I was just like trialing at a few places back then. So I think my first ever trial was Blues.
How did that go?
To be fair, I was there for a while, and then it came into it, and it was
So what age was this?
I'd say 13. And then it was back then it was we like you, but we've got players similar to you. And I was like, okay,
That old
we've got
chestnuts.
It's like they wrote that down. You know?
Yeah.
There's like,
You
we've
know
got
FIFA when you choose the responses for
It's quite UEFA B. It's in there.
That's mad, you know. I thought I was the only one to get that.
We all got that.
you, and we've got Nathan Redmond because he was the same year group as me, and, you know, both similar. I was like, fair enough, went my separate way, carry on playing.
So what position were you playing at this time then? You're not centre mid no more. You're winging now.
That's when I started playing out wide, to be fair. And that happened, and then started playing again with Glenn. And the next season, West Brom. So I started going training with West Brom and stuff, and then that was probably too small because you think I'm small now.
What you saying? You did a messy messy age.
I needed them hormones still. I was very small. It was because like my dad went around like that, bringing me to training. They always kind of compare you to how tall your dad's going to be is how tall you're going to be. And how tall's your dad? I don't know.
That should have said 6 foot. What?
I think I knew what 6 foot and all that was. Just kept it moving. And then we just carried on playing football. Tried in loads of places. Villa at one point. Basically all the Midland clubs.
So where did the break come then? Like where did the first opportunity come where you got to step up from playing with Glenn?
18.
What team?
That's when I signed. That's when I was training with Walsall but didn't sign. Then when they didn't offer me something, I went and played 3 months or 4 months at Redditch, and then signed for Cheltenham.
Okay. So who was the manager at Redditch at the time?
Liam McDonald, the Rushall manager now.
Was you on your own in Redditch?
As in people that I knew.
Yeah. Redditch is quite local to Brum, really. When I was younger, I thought it was foreign.
There might have been 1 or 2 players that like I seen their face, but I didn't know them. Like, oh yeah, we're cool like that.
Yeah,
so I was
So how did the whole
driving
Cheltenham move come about then?
What
What league were they in at the time?
League 2.
Okay.
So you went from Redditch that were they were in the same league, or they were
I
there?
think
Were they conference? No, Southern Prem.
no, the Southern Prem, whatever. I think that the league,
The same league, the level they are now,
below.
and then you went from that to League 2.
Yeah.
What was the difference in terms of that jump, or did you not notice it?
Did feel it. It was more. To feel, I felt more pressure, as in like, I'm here. Like wow, like I need to do more, or I need to run more, I need to do more. Like if you get what I mean, like you feel like you're in League 2, you have to just do 10 times more. But it wasn't really that, to be fair. Training I felt was harder. It was a lot more intense, and especially I was like 18, 19 at the time. So it's not just players around the same age as me. Like
Okay.
I was
Full on men.
I'm playing with men, their livelihood, they've been around, they've played 20 years doing this.
20
So-
years? How old are they?
There's some players that were out there doing.
Damn.
I can't remember who the skipper was at the time, but he was a legend. Like he had played at Leeds in the Premier, done all that,
Yeah.
and now he's here at Cheltenham, like towards the end of his career. So there was no days off, to be fair. That I remember the second week I was there, 2 players were arguing and burst out, headbutt, punch. I'm like,
But like, this football or UFC?
this stuff happens. I was like,
Let me not say nothing to these man there, car.
I'll be keeping my mouth quiet and I will just do what I gotta do. And
Was
go
there many young players in the team, or was you one of the only ones?
Nah, there was a couple that came through the academy, and then so there was.
Was Kobe there at the time?
Kobe came on loan,
Okay.
but at the start of the season there was a core of say 4 of us, 4 young players, and we was in a team. There was me, Zach Kavicka, Joe Hanks, Bobby Williams, and Harry Williams.
The bros.
Now the
Sound like a standard pair of brothers, isn't it?
Bobby's surname wasn't Williams, but I know Harry was definitely Williams. But them 2, they was like I swear, not being racist, but they were the white version of Andy Cole and Dwight York. Them 2, inseparable. Like, just fed off each other like differently. Like, watching them, I was like, yeah, these 2, they should have kind of
Blue.
but
We say those 2 are one of the best players or group of players you've played with.
nah, just they were the young boys, but I could see the connection because they grew up together, and they've always probably played together. They just had that natural instinct of where to be with each other all the time. It was just inseparable. So, but they didn't really.
It didn't really transpire to first team level.
No, not as much.
So what happened after Cheltenham then?
Played, well, that first season, that was drama, to be fair. I had 4 managers in that one season, in my first ever season in League 2.
You must have been like, yo, is this?
So who was the manager that signed you?
So Mark Yates is the one who signed me.
So did he give you your debut as well?
He gave me my debut. Tranmere away.
Oof.
2-0 down at
Brenton Park.
2-0 down at half time.
Oh, that place is
Mars get warm.
That place is horrible.
Mars get warm.
You have
down.
you have nightmares of Tranmere away in it.
Started off great. Now I got nightmares. But yeah. 2-0 down at half time. Me and Kobe come on, and we end up winning the game 3-2. But
Stuff of dreams.
I got man of the match and I got subbed off.
Well, to part the bus after you went up.
Like, remember, this is my first ever game in League 2. The first ever game. Forget pre-season, all that. Coming at half time, I'm running my bollocks off. I'm running the most. I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Header off the poles, doing everything I can. And then it got to like the 89th minute.
And you died,
and when I say I hit a brick
You
wall,
died.
boom. So bearing in mind, we've got to 3-2 now. Like, we've got at the moment, we're winning. Like, secure the win. I'm on my hands and knees. I'm blowing. It's like, Mars, seen the ball come up. I was like, I respect it, man.
Thank you.
I respect
Thank you.
I mean, I weren't gonna ask, but it's what I needed.
I respect it. He's like, well done. And then subbed, but it sounds like it was a terrible one, but it wasn't. It was best. It was the
It
best
sounds like
game.
you 2-0 down and won the game. So
Yeah, basically.
sounds good to me.
Man of
That's
the
not
match
a bad
and team of the
decision.
week on that from that first ever game, so I was happy with that. And then had a good first half of the season, and then he got sacked. Mark Yates got sacked like November, and then we got, I think the manager was Paul Buckle. He came in like November, December. Then I got a new deal. He gave me a new deal, and then he got sacked like February. So then we've gone from being at the top of the table in the top 2 to by January, Feb in the relegation zone.
Hey,
So why did he get sacked if he was doing well?
I don't know. I don't know if they just wanted him out from before the season even started, but it's like they waited for his first blip.
So
To
he
get
lost,
rid
he
of
lost
him.
a couple of games and that
We
was
lost
it.
like 2 games in the bounce and the draw, and next thing you know, he was gone.
Wow.
And we was still in playoff positions. Little Cheltenham at the time, like the first couple of games, he was in the top 2.
Yeah.
Then it dropped down to like 3rd or 4th. But when he got sacked, we were still like 4th or something like that. And he was sacked. So
That's mad.
it's like they
Still.
just waited for an excuse to get him out, and they've done it, and it backfired. And then we got a caretaker manager come in, Feb, and he was like, I don't want no young boys playing. You know, I want experience to try and get us out of it, which is, that's a shout that you always hear
Yeah.
at them points. So you kind of take it on the chin, even though I just played half the season. Didn't play again after that, really. And then the actual manager came in after him, and he just transpired with that, just brought loads of more players in, tried to get experience to get us out.
Did it work?
Didn't work. Second last game of the season, we got relegated on our own pitch in the end. We got relegated and Bury got promoted on the same day. So
you played Bury, who got promoted, and you got relegated.
So there was a fan invasion on our pitch.
Oh wow, wow! Away fans on your pitch while you got relegated.
Why you pointing to him like he didn't even play?
He
went, you got relegated.
Accountability.
Hey, you a team? You go down together.
Wow.
So from there you moved on.
The second, because I had another year there, so I was on loan the second year twice to teams up there. So it was Oxford City for the first half, then Gloucester for the second half, and then I got released. And
How was that? How was that your first time experiencing being released?
yeah,
How was that emotionally and mentally for you?
seen it coming, so probably
You prepped yourself a bit.
Yeah.
I prepped myself a bit, and that's probably why the 2 loans that I'd done in that second year weren't my best football or anything like that, because I was probably
Head gone.
dealing with I'm going to get released. Like he's already told me he wanted me gone anyway before the season started. Season came up pre-season, took my number away from me. After I just literally came in first day, you pick up your gear, squad numbers. I was 19 at the time, looking like, where's 19? Mars, you ain't got a number. I was like, what do you mean? I'm not giving you a squad number. I was like,
Or did it even just change it? He just didn't give you one.
Didn't change it.
I thought he meant like he got like, I'm 34 now or something.
I just didn't try to give me one at all. Like, he's like, I want you to go.
That's mad.
Ended up getting in bare arguments with him, ended up staying and then just going on loan. And then
Do you regret getting into those arguments? Do you think it would have made a difference or not?
he was a stubborn manager at the time, because I haven't done anything wrong to him. For him to carry on like that, and I was 20 years old at the time, so the young player, there was probably not a need to go on the way that he did, but he did because I was young.
Okay,
Because
fair enough.
It was just the easiest way to do it. But that happened. Second season, and then after I got released, where did I go? I was training with Kidderminster, and they were taking long with the deal, because I was training there for about 3 weeks, just training. They were full time back then as well, still. And then Chairman was like, "Oh yeah, sorting out." Taking ages. I was like, "Listen, like, cool." I didn't even say nothing to him. Marcus Bignett, the Solihull Moors manager at the time, he was like, "Oh, you signed it?" I was like, "Nah, I've just been training with kids." He's like, "Oh, do you want to come and play a game for me? Play a game and see what we can do." Play the game. He's like, "Yep, signing you, I want you." Straight away. But I've already heard this from other teams anyway. He's like, "Oh yeah, this was on a Saturday." He's like, "No, it was on a Tuesday night we played." He's like, "Oh, give me till the morning tomorrow, like we'll sort something out." By Thursday morning, signed. Like, fair enough. And then they arranged a friendly with Kidderminster on a Saturday. So I missed out training on Monday with Kidderminster. Didn't go on Tuesday because I played the game for Moors.
And then just rocked up
Wednesday
and played.
was a day off. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they've come to the Moors ground. I'm there playing for Moors, signed against them. They was like, "Huh?"
You took long, innit?
Innit?
You had 3 weeks.
Innit? Like, what do you want me to do?
Wait.
I've received the most dirtiest looks I've ever received off the chairman. Then he just looked at me. He was like,
Yeah, but what do you expect, bro? If you'd have put a deal in front of you, I'm sure you'd have signed it before.
Didn't speak to me after that. He didn't say a word. He just looked at me and just didn't say it. It's like he just knew. I was like, "Hey."
Were they in the same league at the time?
No, they were a league above. So Moors were the league above, and they sorted out quickly. And I was just never looked back after that.
Now, you played, as I can see here,
Did you
a season.
One season.
One
at
season
Moors.
at Moors. How was that full? Was that your first full season? Like you played, because you played quite a few games, innit?
Yeah, start to finish.
Yeah.
That was my first full season.
How was that experience for you in terms of like regular first team football?
Enjoyed it, to be
Yeah.
fair. Started off as like, I wasn't a starter at the start. There was players ahead of me that were in my position. Darryl Knights. Yeah, Darryl Knights, because we played a 3-5-2 formation. So the only place I was playing that position was a 10. There was no winger unless we changed it. So Darryl Knights was ahead of me in that position at the time. And it took me a couple of games to like get the trust off Marcus for me to start.
Was this the FA Cup season with Yeovil and all that?
Yeah, that was that
Okay.
season. It was all in one season. To be fair, a lot of stuff happened in that one season.
Would you say that's your best season that you've had?
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt, to be fair. Started off, obviously not being a starter, then grew into a team. Starting, then it was start every game, play every minute. That's how it was, and I was scoring, assisting, and doing well. Team was doing well. And then Marcus Bignett left. He then got the job in Grimsby. So he left, and then that's when Liam McDonald then came.
So it went full circle back to Liam
Redditch. Had me
Redditch.
at Redditch has now got me at Moors. So he had me when I was a kid, and then I grew up a little bit, and he had me again. But he still saw me
As a
as
little kid.
the little 17, 18-year-old kid that he had back then, and that didn't
He wasn't having you.
didn't sit well. He was having me, just didn't sit well with me because the way he was trying to talk to me was just. I was like, as a little kid, I was like, listen.
Do you know Liam McDonald?
Nah.
I'll tell you about him after.
Big up, Liam. I'm media now, you get me?
Yeah, shout out Liam.
Bon Liam. What?
You don't even know it.
I know, but
This is what they talking about. You.
yeah, my bad.
You the problem.
Me and him had a good relation, to be fair, like, because I still knew a lot of friends and players that were around that level.
Yeah.
Like, so he would ask me about certain players, and I'd be like, yeah, like, take him. Da-da-da. So when I was leaving Redditch, I was like, at the time, I knew Simeon May, so I was like, Simeon May, like, take him, like, good player, like, he'll be the type of player you need in midfield. Da-da-da-da. He signed him, and honestly, since then, him and Simeon, just whatever club one goes to, they're just always together. He took him everywhere. Like, he's been a loyal servant to him, to be fair, until of recent times.
So then what happened at the end of that season? Because obviously you went from there to
Mansfield,
yeah. The end of
which is where you met
Chief.
this
well,
guy.
we met before that.
But
This is where he was permanently.
This is when I found out his name was Christian.
And there's hot on the government. And there's hot on the government. Christian with a K.
and
I
a
was
Y.
like, who's that? Oh, you know,
I was like, who the hell's
that?
Christian?
Christian Peters. Like, I don't know who that is. 10 years old and known as Chief.
Yeah.
Growing up, Power League, goals, Chief.
Yeah.
That is
It's
it.
mad because I never knew him as Chief, bro.
See, I only knew him
That's
as
what I mean.
Chief.
You met me
So,
like
I met you when you were Christian.
now when I was PSC.
So who you now?
That's what I'm saying.
To be fair, that's how I introduced you. As well. Yo, this is PSC. I was like, oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I didn't get none of that.
like
Growing up.
the early years was always Chief,
Mm.
and then like when I left Blues and then went like Torquay and far places where no one don't know me.
Oh, that's when they
Then it
called
was
you.
like, oh, you're PSC.
Oh, is that what the thing we're doing football where they add a Y to everyone's name?
Basically. But like if you go like Manchester, it's like so you like someone tried to call me Piero. I'm like, who is Piero?
Oh, so they do what with Manny, but why everywhere else? Interesting. Them northern places are just mad, you know. They're not
Piero, you know, like
To be fair, a ref called me Rico once. I was like, who the hell's Rico?
That's what I'm saying. They just add O.
That's a common northern nickname.
Bro, who is Rico?
It was better than Ricky.
Who's Ricky? Ricky! Sorry, man. Sorry. How did you know about Mansfield? Because people don't know the story. Or you're allowed to write that story.
Yeah, so go on.
Come to the end of the season and I was out of contract, and to be fair, I wanted to sign again. So I kept speaking to Liam and I was like, listen.
Bearing in mind,
Did you know there was interest from Mansfield at the time, or you just wanted to stay again?
Bro, bearing in mind, this guy was doing bits this season, because I remember this season we played him. He was doing bits, bro, but bear that in mind when he tells you this part.
So to be honest, at that point there, I had an agent, but I wouldn't say he was the best agent at the time. So
Do you want a name? No,
so in my head, I just wanted to more like, I started off great, finished great.
So basically, you was enjoying your football.
Enjoy my football. Like, this is my first full season. I don't want to just go again. Like, I've just found my feet
Just
again,
settled.
like, and I'm trying to sort out. And Liam's just taking ages. Like, oh yeah, but you'll take this. And I'm like, I'm not a kid no more. Like, don't try and offer me this when I know other people are on X, Y, and Z. And and you putting me on the team sheet before X, Y, and Z. So respect me.
The math ain't mathing.
It's not math, but because you knew me back then, and the peanuts that I was on back then, you're trying to transpire that now. Like you gotta see me as a whole different.
And this different gravy now, cause
what you saying? Yesterday's price different now isn't today's price.
He wasn't trying to understand that. So
respectfully,
he wasn't trying to understand that. So I wasn't even asking for that. I just said, listen, just put me in line with
big man. I just want my bread buttered on two sides now.
That's it, man. And he was taking ages. That time I was 23, 24. So I knew that I couldn't go nowhere if they offered me something anyway, or else the club was going to have to pay for me or whatever it is. And then a letter didn't come from a door or nothing. Nothing's been written. But this is Liam not knowing how things happen in a professional environment, how you got offer things. It's not Reddit, we'll take our time, it's on our time, you can't do nothing about it. So I already kind of knew the situation there. So after like 2 weeks went past, I just went quiet because I was never going to rush him no more, because I knew then, okay, nothing comes through here, you
can leave for free.
I can kind of get off. And then nothing came through and I just went quiet. When the holiday came back, and then I got a new agent. So I finished with my old agent. I got a new agent, and he was like, "Have they gave you any papers?" I was like, "Nah." "Have they offered you anything?" Like, written? "No, just verbally." He's like, "Give me 48 hours."
Jeez.
So this is because I spoke to you. If you remember, we went to Power League on the Sunday. I spoke to him on a Saturday. He said 48 hours. I spoke to you on the Sunday, and I said, "What's Mansell like?" And he was like, "Be good, da 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 da." I was like, thinking, okay. Monday morning, he's like, "Yep, there's an offer on the table." Like, fair enough. And then signed at Mansell. And then they found out through the news that I signed, and that's when Moles got angry, to be fair.
Yeah. Angry at who, fam?
At Liam. And a bit spiteful to me at the time as well.
Yeah, but what did you didn't instigate the move
You
away?
didn't get offered anything? What you want me to do?
But the man forgot to send a letter, fam.
Exactly.
How'd you forget to send a letter to your best player?
What, how are you going to get mad at a man
No, bro,
that didn't get offered
that's
anything?
what I'm saying. A man that's been playing every minute, ripping it up, you forget to send a letter. And now he's got to move from the conference
trying to do it different
to League Two.
That's what I mean. The man even asked you, "Where's my letter?" You didn't say nothing.
So now I don't need to tell you about him after.
So
Say no more.
that was a little
After
thing
me, we're media now. Oh, bruv.
Okay, so at Mansfield, Chief is there.
Chief met up with Mal again. I knew Mal already.
Okay.
No new
Sir
Mal.
Mal, Sir Mal.
So, yeah. Big up, Sir Mal.
Yeah. So it's Chief, Mal. I was like, yeah, okay, people that I know there. So it kind of broke the ice a little bit easier. But that pre-season was a big shock to my system because I've never done I've done one pre-season away before. That was Malta.
Malta. That was an easy pre-season, what you mean?
Oh, no, yeah, it was easy. Don't get it twisted, but as I said, it was an eye-opener for me. Because
Well, you thought it was tough? Or you just...
No, the first day we get there, we land, 7 a.m, wake up, jump in a pool. I ain't been swimming in about 6 years. Like, this guy had us, before I even got to brush my teeth, diving in the pool, swimming from length to length. I was like, yo, whoa.
Swimming?
I can't swim like this. I can swim to survive about swimming for exercise.
Did you swim?
I can survive in water. I wouldn't call it swimming.
This is what I mean. It was a bit nuts.
There's a difference. You get me? I won't drown, but you know what I mean?
I said I can survive in water.
Hey, big man, I can relate, fam. Listen, I don't.
These ain't just float.
Yeah,
No,
I don't drown in it. That's what I do.
Man, try to find the edge real quick.
Facts.
Mate. So
Okay.
let me ask you then, what was Mars like to have as a team? Obviously, from Power League's a different environment. So obviously now it's a professional, day in, day out. What was he like to have as a
Is
team?
he on time?
No. Because I saw from Best Snapchat story, you man were getting free Nando's every week. You know the car school rules, yeah? I look at that snap, yeah, I'm thinking.
You know what's worse? We didn't even have to have fines the season before. We introduced fines because this guy was always late. It's like, nah, this is actually taking the mic. Nah, like, let's put something in place.
These are took my money from me.
No, you gave it.
You gave it away.
Who does car school fines?
Exactly. We didn't have any. And you came. And every day we're late. I'm like, nah. We need to do something about this. Car school
Just
meeting,
for the
car school
record, we
meeting.
wasn't late to training. I wasn't making mates training. I was just late to the meet points. This
The
is
man
what I
have
mean
to
by
burn their
late.
petrol trying to go into sport mode.
Bearing in mind, if report time was 10.
I mean, I get his point though. You man were never late officially.
brother.
I've heard your story. You avoid.
Exactly.
Report time 10 o'clock. He's getting us in there for 9 o'clock.
What, to
Don't
training?
exaggerate.
Quarter past 9.
Don't
Was he not in
exaggerate.
there?
There's no wrong with getting there early, fam. That's a
get
good
that
pro.
Now that
I
I've
know
gotten
that,
older, I
but
get it now.
he's
But at the
exaggerating,
time, obviously,
but-
I weren't seeing it the same way he was seeing it back then. You know? Bearing in mind, Mansell ain't close. I'm used to, I was at Moores,
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
wake up, have a shower, 20 minutes to training up. I'm there. These guys had me 2.5 hours before training. I'm having to wake up, and I'm like,
Yeah,
not
but training was
even
an
lying.
hour. How far was Mansfield? Hour and 20?
About that, yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, that's with no traffic. And a clear run, you can do it in an hour.
So then
10.
when he was late, the traffic build up. So then it was even longer. I see your frustration too. To be fair, I should have done better.
I feel like he portrays himself as the saint.
not even.
Hey!
Not even.
Hey!
Not even.
Hey! Talk things.
Like, I can hold my hands on myself. Like there's been times when I've been late, 100%.
The
Like
meat
that second
points-
season, your second season.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's when Luca was like, wow, 18 months then around that. So he's still young in it. So
Oh, you had a baby. You had an excuse. When you have a baby,
I'm not trying to make
big
no
man.
excuse, but
When you have a you have
I
an
hear
excuse, you
that,
have
I
a
hear
get
that,
out.
I
Joe.
hear
Nobody can chat to me,
I
fam.
hear
I'm
that.
late. I'm late for this pod.
When
I
the
had
meat
bath
points,
time.
when the meat point is literally, and this isn't a round up or round down, 5 minutes from your house. You kind of don't have that sort of excuse no more. When
Nah,
it's
you got-
five minutes.
you got-
Other
you got
people-
anything, you
you
have
got
more of
Pitney.
an excuse. But listen to the reasoning.
You got Pitney.
If your
Pitney.
journey is 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and you wake up 10 minutes late, you still got 10. You got time to make up the time. If you wake up late and it's 5 minutes, you're too late. You woke up, you're late. That's it. Time's done.
Yeah.
You can catch up when it's further distance.
Wait, what? What?
Should you hear that?
You want me to explain again?
No, I'll rewatch it, fam. It's cool.
No. You all know where he lives, and the meet point was right next to the motorway.
What, the petrol station.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
You know how close that is.
Yeah.
It's close.
Now I had a Pitney, fam.
And you got me and Mal, traveling from Handsworth
You got a
all the
Pitney.
way there.
You got a Pitney, fam.
But remember as well, Sam had to pick him up.
You have a Pitney,
And he was
fam.
already late.
You had a Pitney.
So I already know that in the group chat, someone's late. All right, cool. I got a couple
Oh,
minutes.
so that's why you... Okay, I understand. Anyway, so your first pre-season with Mansfield away, how was the actual first season after that shock then?
What, playing that season?
Yeah.
It was good. Well, started off good, to be fair. I was in and out. Come off the bench as first sub. Impact, I was doing a bit, just didn't get the starts. And
Why do you think that was? Because you went from a season where you were a starting regular to now you're in an environment where you're an impact kind of player. What do you think that happened, or is there anything that you could have done differently to change that?
well, I know what I could have done different now because he told me what I should have done. But
Who told you?
that manager was Steve Evans, wasn't it?
What did he say?
After this is all gone on, like
Sorry, quick question. Who's David Flipcroft?
He's the manager that came in afterwards.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
So he's Donny Clueless. So no more. Carry on.
All I know his middle name's what bike?
that's
We'll get to
facts.
that.
That's facts.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, what did he say that you could have done differently? And do you agree with what he said?
Yeah, one day he called me up to the office. Like, I'll mask it down. I was like, yeah. He's like, you good? I was like, yeah. He's like, he disappointed. I said, yeah. Why? I was like, I feel like I should start. He's like, I wouldn't know that. I go, what do you mean? He goes, other players are in this office every single day. Morning, after, before training, after training. Literally on a Thursday, on a Friday, telling me why they should be playing, giving me X, Y, and Z reasons why they should be playing. But you're never in the office. Like, you've never came up to the office once, unless I've called you to the office to speak to you. I was just that player, and I just never.
So you
went to
just
office.
wanted tea with you? Is that what's going on?
I was a player that I would rather go train hard and do what I do in training that should prove why
yeah.
I should be starting, rather than playing
Let my football do the talking.
playing the game, as they call it, and
Yeah.
going up there and talking. He was like, you ain't been up to my office once to talk or nothing. Like, I need you to come up and talk to me. I need you to speak. I was like, from then on, I was like, okay, fair enough. But then not long after that, he went anyway.
that was a useful combo, Gaffer.
He went off to Peterborough not long after that. So
he wants to be a pen pal now.
Yeah, and that's when Flipcraft came.
And then what happened?
Why are you looking at me, man? Talking to you. Your relationship and my relationship with him was different.
So I tried to use what Steve Evans told me I should do. Go up to the office.
I gave you some bad words of advice, bro. Was that the time you should have stayed at the office?
Oh. But I tried to do the same thing again, you know. Because when he first came in, I just went out on loan. That's when I went back on Moors to on loan for the rest of the season, like Feb. And then when I came back, it was okay. I need to prove to him that man should be here, like part of the team. So I'll come back fit. That was probably the fittest season I had ever been, and played the least I had ever played. So it was a weird one for me that season. But I came back fit as hell, with a point to prove. Just every training session, every pre-season game, everything. I was just on it. I was doing bits, to be fair. Came into the season from him hating me to him actually thinking, oh, he ain't bad. Him saying in front of everyone that I might have prejudged you and listened to other people, and I shouldn't have. I made my own judgment on you, and you know what? You've come back a whole different player. Like, I love you type of thing. Okay, then I'm hearing that. Playing the cup games, coming off the bench every now and then there was another turning point. So all the steps that I took forward, say I took 3 steps forward, we played this Macclesfield away.
I remember.
Macclesfield away, I'm on the bench and we're not playing great. We're not playing great at all. Like team, just as a whole team, not people individually, as a whole team, just playing crap. I think we go 1-0 down.
I think Mal scored a
and
header.
then Mal scored a header, makes it 1-1. And he's like, it brings me and Melis on in literally 75th, 80th minute. Game's to a dead game. I came on, first time I touched the ball, went to make a pass. Pass was a bit short, so lost possession. And everything else was just mediocre in the game. It was a crap game from start to finish. And then at the end of the game, when we were in the change room, he just went at me and Melis like it was our fault. Like,
do you think it's
no one else? He just went.
Do you think he tried to scapegoat you lot?
Yeah.
No,
Did you feel like that was a scapegoat thing that he did on them two?
At times, yeah.
Okay.
Not always.
No, I mean that
But,
specific
like, in
game.
that specific game, like it was definitely harsh.
Okay.
But, like I said, he didn't play that long. Fair enough, he didn't play well when he came on, but like Mar said, it was a game where nobody really played well. We underperformed as a team, and then obviously like Mars was basically the scapegoat because like he came on and didn't play well. So it's like, okay, you're supposed to come on and make an impact, and he just went for him.
Okay. How'd that make you feel?
As I said, I took all them steps forward, and then he just went for me as if it was like back at square one again. He just went, and then I was thinking, okay, maybe in back of my head, it's just one of them days, and then carry on going. But after that, next game out the squad. Like, just froze out, like, completely. And then I'm coming in training. I'm not really soaking like that. I'm coming in training, turn up, I'm doing bits. Nothing. Comes to points where we'll play resi games, and his motto then is like, every time, this is why so when I always go to the office and speak to him, he'll be like, every time you step on the training pitch, I need goals, assists, performances, training, X, Y, and Z. Every time you playing a resi game, I need a goal or assist, or I'm not going to contemplate you. This is what he used to say to me, frankly, goal or assist, or I'm not going to contemplate you. So every resi game, I'm scoring, I'm assisting, I'm doing bits. And then it got to a point where that week in training, I think probably the best week of training I'd ever had. And it was a point where not even I should be back in the squad, because I was back in the squad at that point, just not coming on. Like, I should be starting here. Like, no one's been near me or anything. And he just threw a spanner in the work, and I was out the squad, and my head just blew up in the change room. Like my head just blew up in the change room right there. And then whilst he's doing the team talk, my head just, I'm doing all of this. Like what the like things that you're saying in your head, but it was coming out like just.
Do you regret that?
To a certain degree, no. To be fair, because when I spoke upstairs and he just said it exactly, we realised that his views and my views were just so far apart. It was never gonna work anyway. Even if for one day he played me and I'd done great, it was always gonna
revert back to
go back that way anyway.
Okay.
So literally after that team talk, is that Omari come upstairs and we spoke in the office. Like whilst you like were all getting changed ready for the game, me and him are out there upstairs arguing, like big arguing and just talking. I'm like, you taking the piss, X, Y, and Z, da 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 da. I was like, how am I not in the squad at all over certain people? It doesn't make sense at all. He's like, oh, what do you mean? I was like, you told me how many weeks ago, every time I step on a Resi game, that X, Y, and Z, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And this is the first and only ever time I said to a manager, the person who's playing ahead of me hasn't done this. I've never been that player to say it, but that was when I lost my head. I was like, listen, that player that's playing ahead of me has done nothing for weeks, like at all. It's embarrassing. But
imagine saying this to an actual the man speaking the whole team.
I didn't at this point. I didn't care. He was upstairs at office, and I just when I was like, oh, what do you mean? I was like, he hasn't got a goal or assist since about 10 games ago. But he started the last 10 games.
So after this conversation, what was his reaction to it?
Because I was like, so I explained the last game he played was the Wolves game just before we went international. The Wolves game, got an assist in that game, and then I went away. And then I was like, he's like, what? You think you played good in that game? Did you? I was like, yeah. But I got an assist, and I was a focal point for the first 45 minutes until you changed it. Yeah, I played good. He's like, nah. I was like, okay, so out of 10, what do you think? He's like, a 6. I said, nah. I said, no, you're taking the piss now. I said, you're taking the piss now. 6. He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, me and you have 2 different ideas. I was like, clearly. He's like, you know what? On Monday morning, we'll watch the game together. Come in early on Monday and we'll watch the game as 2 football viewers, fans, watching the game. No judging. I was like, okay, then cool. He's like, don't go down with the boys, like, because you're hot-headed. Just get your coat, just sit in the stands and watch the game. Like, don't go in the change room. I'm like, cool. Monday morning, bam. I've drove him by myself. I'm early. I'm thinking, yep, we're going to sit down and watch this. I think report time was 10. I was in at 9, just before 9. So I'm just like waiting for him to come out of the office to say like, Mars, come in. He sees me. He gets his breakfast. He sits down. He goes up. Nothing. I'm lurking around. Nothing. Then he comes out like, oh, we're going out to train. I'm thinking, okay, then cool. Probably just gonna do it after training then. Train good, finish training. I'm just hanging around. These times we'd normally shoot off to miss trap. I'm just literally just hanging around waiting, thinking, call me into the office and have a chat. Didn't call me in. So I said, oh, you said you wanted to speak to me. He's like, nah. So I was like, fair enough then. I was like, so basically in my head, you watched it over the weekend, realised that I was right and you was wrong. you didn't want to say it, but I mean, and then after that, didn't speak to me again, and then it was just, I need you gone, I need you alone, you're gone, That's just how it was for me. And every time I rejected a loan move, or he just wanted to punish, if I wasn't allowed to train with them, he'd be like, do all the warm for you're on a watt bike. You're not training with us today. And that sort of vibes.
Do you think he tried to break you?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, it did.
1,000%. It was, you're not allowed to go in with your car school.
Huh?
Why? So there's like,
So, big man, you might would have had to drop me out the road, yeah, I'd have walked in. Like, you're telling me.
Because we was coming in and it was like, PSC, Malin, at the time, Matt Preston, you lot are staying around the training ground too long, like, you lot should be going home. Obviously, you're still here because Mars is here. So you know what, Mars, you need to start coming in by yourself.
So you had to stay behind longer.
Yeah, so basically when we had finished training,
jump on the
then
watt
you go on the white
then I'd go on the watt bike.
So you weren't allowed to train with them.
You had to watch training and then go on the watt bike.
Yeah.
Oh, that is horrible. That is
or train.
So Osman or showered and dressed, ready to go get in the car, and he's just about to go up to do his session.
That is like the definition of mental warfare, bro.
That's wild still.
And then I would one day like say like whatever the numbers are, then train, and I'll do well in training. Next day I ain't training. Next day I'm
put you back on the what bike?
back on the what bike. Like, yeah, you can't do that again. Like,
Do you know what it was? I think it was maybe you're proving him wrong, and he obviously knew that it would come to a point where if you were out of sight, out of mind, it would have been easier to deal with. But I don't know. I don't know.
And every time I rejected a loan, it just put me on the what bike even more. It was like, I'm gonna do this every day until you go. I was like,
Man, you doing Tour de France?
He would have won with that.
Said he don't want.
it was nuts.
Fairs. So you've made some international appearances for St. Kitts. How did that all come about?
Big Lincoln.
I was gonna say, but
Yeah, Big Lincoln Moses. That was how old was I then? I was at Moores.
okay.
So I was at Moores. I was right at the start.
23, 22?
22. Yeah, 20. Cause I got early birthday, so I was 22 going 23. And this is when I was playing well, playing every week. And then because it was non-league, it was England C. So England C sent me a letter like, to come and play for England C. And at the time, Lincoln was messaging me like, you should play for St. Kitts, like, I was like, what? Like,
Bro, if you ever chose England C, I'd have slapped you, bro.
So the Lincoln.
It was like, yeah, St. Kitts first team. I was like, St. Kitts first team.
Okay, let me.
England C.
Caribbean holidays.
Nah, but
Wales.
It ain't a holiday.
Yeah, but you don't.
It ain't holiday.
Have you,
It's not a holiday.
Best believe it's not a holiday.
Braz is like, I'm media now. That's I said something.
But you don't know about all that before because I've never been involved with all that sort of stuff before. I just thought I'd
Yeah,
rather
man, you stop in Miami
play for
first,
St. Kitts.
then
You stop
go
Miami.
I didn't know. I didn't
Then you stop in
know
Miami on the way
about all
back.
that.
Another routine, man.
And then at the time, I knew Maney played for them. So it was someone that I knew that played for them as well. So chose St. Kitts, and then
How did the local players receive you coming in?
You foreign boys. Gonna foreign us.
yeah, on the real, we are foreigners. I don't even think when you go out there, they love you. They still speak to you, like they like you and that because they think, good players, X, Y, and Z. But
They're tutus.
you are nah. You are foreign. Like
Okay.
It's a segregation about being segregated. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
all speak to each other, but when it's time to go to meals or you go into certain things,
So you foreign boy them.
because there was a core of us from England and UK.
So how many of us, Jeff?
So they're in Clark's and you're in Giuseppe's.
Never on one of them.
Lose.
Wallabies.
Lose.
There was like 6. I'd say at least 6 of us minimum. There's like minimum of 6 to 8 of us UK, and then the rest was from St. Kitts. So you got more in common with the people. So you kind of naturally gravitate to talk to them more, and they gravitate that way. And that's just how it was. But when it came, we all played together. We all liked each other. No one didn't like it. It was all right though. It was good games. I think my first ever game was. Can't remember who we played, but we lost.
Man, like I should have chosen this.
It was a good experience.
What's the biggest, the highest ranking nation that you thought like, whoa?
Was it cute? Did you man play? Did you not play in the Hex?
You played the Mexico game?
No. At the time, I think my second game or third game was what's the team that country Mkhitaryan from? Armenia. So that was when we went to play in Europe, and we played Armenia, and he just done a mad thing in half an hour.
Henrik.
Done a mad thing in 45 minutes, got a hat-trick and just bopped off, put on his tracksuit and sat on the side watching his team cruise it to a 4-0. He'd done all the hard work in 45 minutes. He was good, to be fair.
He's a good player though, to be fair. Mourinho them day, but we won't speak on that. All right, cool. So it's that time of the show, the No Tekkers Quiz.
So
you've been studying.
Quick question, because we're on episode 50 now. Yeah, is the lead? Is it like a Fresh board as well.
No, because that means I'll get beaten straight away.
No. That means you're on top, bro.
It also means he's bottom.
Facts. Until next week.
Doesn't matter, fam. It's you versus you right now. I'll take the option.
Next week will be the start of the
Big man.
I like that.
Yeah, next week.
We're
refreshing everything next week.
Alright, cool. Watch. I tried. You ain't trying to save him, man. Alright, cool.
All they should do is get one. Is it beat Lincoln? So alright.
Yeah.
Alright, man. Just get one. You know.
Yeah, that's why I want to be on this one. I got me bottom. Surely.
Fam, listen,
You'll be alright, man.
You weren't thinking. No,
Even
the seat's hot.
like 4.
The seat's hot in it. Because I'm saying, bro, you could have been top right now, yeah, and you fade out, bro. Now you're gonna finish bottom of the group. Potentially.
So you get 10 questions or 3 minutes to answer 10 questions. Your first answer is your final answer. You can pass a question and come back to it if you have time. Obviously, 1 point equals 1 correct question.
Wait. You made that sound so complicated. It's a good thing we understand, though. Man said, "Lami's late."
I'm not working too good at these times.
Court.
Yeah, man.
I got the time.
I got the time.
Chief, you got the count. Are you ready? Woo! Question 1.
Sorry, 1 second. Do you want me to give you a time update, like 30 seconds every 20 seconds, or do you want to just allow me?
How long have I got?
3 minutes.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
All right, cool.
All right, question 1. How many times have Spurs won the FA Cup?
4.
Incorrect is 8. Question 2. Dele Alli became the first Spurs player to win goal of the season in 2015-16. Who was his goal against?
Crystal Palace.
Correct. Question 3. Who did Spurs beat in the 2019 Champions League quarterfinals? Man laughed.
Dortmund.
Incorrect. It was Man City.
Also.
Question 4. Spurs broke their transfer record 3 times in the summer of 2013. Name me 3 players. Or name me the 3 players.
Lamela.
That's 1.
Dembele.
Incorrect. It was Paulinho and Soldado.
I knew Paulinho was there, but
Question 5. Name me 5 managers that have managed Spurs.
1 minute gone.
Poch.
Yep.
Just do nicknames now.
Yo, making my brain go blank. AVB.
Yeah.
That's the chair, my gear.
Mourinho. How many is that?
3.
Yeah. Need 2 more.
Nuno.
Yeah.
Current manager. How many is that? 4.
Yeah. 1 more.
And
Cherry head one.
Come on, man. Glenn Huddle.
Correct. Question 6. Since Messi has now moved to PSG, moved from Barcelona, sorry. Who is the longest one club serving player currently playing?
Ooh.
Busquets.
Incorrect. Mark Noble. Question 7. No. Player currently playing.
Minute left.
Question 7. Name me 5 English players that currently play for Man City.
5 English players. Sterling.
Yep.
Stones.
Yep.
Walker.
Yep.
Foden.
Yep. 1 more.
$100 million.
Man, I was giving out clues on that, you know.
Question 8. Who had the most assists at Euro 2021? Most assists for the tournament.
Got it?
I'm going to pass it.
Pass.
Question 9. Which 2
seconds.
teams made it to the 2010 World Cup final?
2010. Spain. When's that? World Cup or Euros?
World Cup. So Spain was 1. Who was the other?
Time.
Correct. Cool. You didn't get to question 10.
What was
But we'll
question
go through the questions now.
You got 4, by the way.
I thought it's decent, man.
That's a good result,
That's
man.
a good
Yeah.
result still.
You
The
average?
man.
How did Mal get through?
I think you got 4 as
No, you
well.
got 4
That's
as
bad, man. I got the same amount as Ma. I'm disappointed. in myself.
So if we go through the questions, question 1, how many times the Spurs won the FA Cup? Was 8.
We don't win shit.
Spurs broke their record transfer through 3 times. So first they bought Paulinho for like, I think it was like 17 million. Then they bought Soldado for like 26. Then they bought Lamella for 30. Name me 5 managers that managed Spurs. You got that right. So the longest serving player, now that Messi's moved from Barcelona.
I thought you meant at Barca.
Oh,
That's
no,
what I
no,
got.
no,
That's
no,
why I
no.
said Busquets.
You wouldn't have said Noble anyway, because ain't nobody remember Noble, fam. How long has he been there?
A while. A while. Who had the most assists at Euro 2021? Steven Zuber for Switzerland. He had 4. And then it was Luke Shaw with 3.
Fair enough, Luke.
Which 2 teams made it to the final? You got that right. It was Spain and Holland. I actually forgot Holland made it to that final. So I would have got that wrong. And question 10 was
You hosting the quiz?
name me 5 English managers that have managed in the Prem. I'm sure you would have got that.
5 Englishmen that have or are.
That have.
Yeah, I think I could have got that.
Well, name them then.
It's okay. Try to avoid it. He tried to avoid it. Go on then. So yeah, obviously.
What's our manager that we had last year?
Big Sam.
No, Big Sam.
Oh, you didn't even say Harry Redknapp as well.
That's what I took so long. That's what I was
That's
going
what
for.
the aid was.
That's what I was going for. And I was like, now it.
The 18.
You said the aid.
You have to watch episode 40.
40.
So one with Kreller on it.
Yeah.
The second Krella episode, fam.
Your episode?
Yeah.
Don't want people to know my story, fam.
Right, cool. We got 4. So yeah, man, not bad. That's average.
Could have been top.
Mid-table, man. You mid-table.
Yeah.
Could have been top. Just saying.
Right, it's that time of the show. Fraudwatch.
Jeez.
All them a fraud.
So, for those that don't know, Fraudwatch is basically any player, manager, anyone involved in football that has bamboozled the world into thinking that they are better than they actually are. Now, since it's a new season, it's a clean slate, bar Barcelona.
you man on there,
They just
fam.
get put back on, straight back on, innit?
Yeah.
Nah, fam, they can't come off, fam. What
So
they've done-
obviously, how we do it is based on last season to the current season. So based on last season.
So are we putting anyone on this week? Cause if it's a fresh week and nobody's really played, it's kind of
right. I mean, you can talk about there's some managers out there. There might be some Sunday league teams or Saturday man.
you really want to ignite the Sunday League fire, innit?
I'm here to represent the Sunday league man. Them. I got y'all.
Now we here for the Sunday League, man. That's gonna be a big part next season, fam. You didn't believe me? I'm turning up the games, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm turning up the games because
I've ordered my shirt.
I want to see all the smoke in real life, bro. Don't come on here and then talk here. When you see on the man on the sideline, you're going firms. Nah, fam, keep the same no Tekkers energy. Keep the no Tekkers energy, bro.
So yeah, Mars, you was upset that man put Figo on Fraudwatch.
Kind of hurt me a little bit. You know? Maybe I didn't understand the rules properly.
Now that the rules are defined, that he bamboozled the world partially. Basically had a bigger rep than what he...
You know what? I actually couldn't agree with that, you know. Figo was like a mad name, but
because his name was sick, fam.
I really saw man do
He had a sick name. That's what I was like,
Not
yo.
because of his name.
Man, Lewis Figo.
He's one of them players that look
got the name,
sick as
Bro,
well. Like,
I
he's
remember
like,
one.
he must have a bit-
I can't remember what game it was, but I remember Danny doing
He
some
was
step
crap,
overs,
bro.
bro. I remember him doing some step overs, fam. I seen Phil Neville do better step overs, bro.
Yeah, he had
I seen Phil Neville do better step
I'm just deep
overs.
in the whole thing, yeah. Nah, bro, he's a fraud, fam. He's a fraud. To the point, yeah, when I forgot that he's a fraud, fam. Nah, bro, he's a fraud, cuz. Bro,
Who did he play for?
huh?
Who did he play for?
He had big moves.
Wait a second. Who did Figo play for?
Barcelona.
Barca, Madrid.
And
I'm
he
talking.
was a fraud at Barca.
No, I'm talking about Portugal because that's the one I watched the most.
I didn't see him at Barca.
This is why you.
Real Madrid and
at Real
Inter.
Madrid-
Was he at Inter as well?
Real Madrid, fair enough. Like his name was bigger than what he was doing, but at Barca, he deserved the flowers that he got.
Okay.
Like he wasn't.
Where
a
was he when he got his Ballon d'Or?
Not the bunches that
business.
The mess is none of my business.
Where was he when he got his Ballon d'Or?
That was
I
a
understand
fraud.
the rules now, innit? I understand the rules now. When I was watching it,
my perspective changed.
when I was watching and I heard Figo, I thought I was calling him like he was a dead ball.
It's just a fraud, fam.
no.
It just tricked man. It just tricked man still, car. His name was
bad boy
Wavy,
name.
bruv. And he had this one time he would drive through the middle and he might do a little shimmy or something, bro.
yeah,
Then apart from that, I was like, bro, that
Bro,
never
I
really
told
did
you,
that,
I
fam.
seen man
Just
do
hop the
step
number 7,
overs.
fam.
I seen man do step overs, bro, and I was thinking, nah, this is what's going on.
But back then, only certain man had the Rabinho things back then, though. Not the,
Bro,
so why is it-
if
why
your
is it
name's
Brazilian?
Figo and you got Ballon d'Or under your belt, you should be able to do
unless you're
step overs,
Brazilian,
bro.
unless you was Brazilian, you never had the flair step overs.
Nah, man,
like that, though.
Zidane.
They done this.
Ronnie had them.
The man is special. You talking
You
about
get
the
me?
greatest
Exactly,
bits
but
of all
Figo,
time.
he's
In that bracket?
Me personally, I
No,
ain't
you
put
okay.
Figo there.
You came here waiting to 5 minutes.
This is why I said now I understand the rules.
I said my perspective changed.
I never once ever put Figo up there in it. Like Figo's never been in a.
So we're saying
A best
is if Figo
conversation.
he's not alien. Are we saying he's
Nah,
elite?
nah.
He's what?
Yeah, he was elite. He was elite.
For a period.
What for the
Not
majority
for the
of his
whole
career?
of his career.
I'll say it was.
but majority.
I'll say top.
At Madrid?
If we're using your
He was-
ranking system, I think he's top. Like you know when
Top class.
when the borderline.
So like the border between world class and elite.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, not top class. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
top
world
class
class.
is like-
Nah, the Tutus man them. No, that one. No,
Below world class.
no, he's world class. I didn't
So
know.
you got
Tutus ranked
alien,
as
elite,
and world class, top
then
class.
top class.
So he's no. I got that one wrong because I didn't know what system it was. World class, but the borderline between. He's still not there, but he's like there.
So between
in upon the borderline.
what border of elite?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because you can't say man was crap to the level where, but I'm
Nah,
saying
nah,
he,
nah, nah, but
he
I'm
did
saying back
definitely
then-
bamboozle man, bro. Because,
Yeah, 100%.
Because I was thinking you never like those are some names that you don't touch. It's like when man put the Galacticals on Fraudwatch. You like the Galactical, but when
You
you
can't
deep
put
it,
them on Fraudwatch though.
deep
Nah,
it,
you can't.
deep
We
it,
can,
bro.
we did.
Deep
Yeah,
it,
deep it.
deep
Why can't
it.
we? Tell me why can't
Because
we?
they had big names, but they done
They bamboozled
nothing.
everybody.
Because there was the best team on
This is
FIFA.
why Fraudwatch came into
Fam.
play, bro. Cause man like them have been untouchable for time because they're names, bro.
Exactly.
But when you really break down what they did, like Gaza,
Exactly.
break it down, yeah. The math ain't mathing.
At one point, they were on job though when they had.
They had everybody.
This is
They had
where,
everyone.
this is where,
They had everyone. But
what job did they do?
What, they went on a 4-game winning streak? What did they do?
before Barca took over.
They signed Beckham for the shirt deals.
Fam, all them man signed
all
the
that
individuals.
And Zidane, the done a little thing.
Listen, as I
Yeah,
said,
in the transfer window.
in the pro, they was undefeated,
Exactly.
but in a real life,
That's a video game.
in a real life,
That's why I love Jamaican music.
On
You
paper.
can make a bar for everything.
On paper, yeah.
Facts.
on paper, they had
They're gonna be like PSG now.
Oh, what a team!
What
On
team?
paper, they're gonna be
What a team.
frightening.
If they don't win Champions League, they are
If
going
they don't
on
win
Fraudwatch.
WrestleMania, fam. Yeah. Let me tell ya,
Bro, they
You
might not
put
even
on
win the league.
Fraudwatch.
Patch
If they don't
will
win
get
it.
sacked,
If they don't win the Champions League, they will, bruv.
Cup game.
and then they're talking about Ronaldo
Big man,
next year.
you've had the man Ramos, serial winner.
It's the best window in history.
Yeah,
It's the best transfer window in
100%.
history.
Roma, you have
Right.
Donnarumma keeper.
Donnarumma, free.
Hack-
GG, Genie.
One out-
Hakimi they pay for.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Genie was
you have
free.
these quality players, and then you have arguably the best player that's ever kicked the football, and you can't win Champions League. And you got Mbappe and Nick. Hey, big man, you're going on fraud, bro. If PSG don't win Champions League, they're going on Fraudwatch instantly.
How come you didn't mention Di Maria?
Who?
Oi.
Hey, all I'm saying is Di Maria best whole bench, bro.
Di Maria don't start in my team.
There's no room at the inn, fam. Yeah, you just hold the bench, cuz.
I thought he's elite though.
He's an elite benchman, fam.
I ain't elite, fam.
I mean, he will start, but
He scored one chip. But what was the chip against Leicester for United? That's the only good thing I've ever seen him do. When he made
made Pio skin out.
do the dirty, the set good shoes.
1 second, you didn't rate him at Real Madrid?
bro, baller.
More than I did at Man U.
He was better at Real Madrid, yeah, but he still was. He still was.
He was
Nah,
bits
for me-
though.
for me,
He was the
nah.
next person to basically take over for Ozil.
What happened?
He's not. He can't.
He
replace
never
Ozil.
done what Ozil done, but that was
That's
meant
what
to
I'm
be
saying.
the
He-
replacement. And
He's not
he
on the
didn't
same
live
level
up
as
to-
Ozil.
But
No
he
chance.
done bits out there though.
Spain, no anyone can do that.
It's Farmers League.
Fam, what's Spain now, fam?
It's Farmers League now.
Why?
The league is gonna be totos next year.
La Liga's below French right now.
La Liga's going to Fraudwatch.
You man are harsh because you know some of them teams will come to the Prem and
They'll hold their own. Like, I'm not gonna lie,
Prem looking spicy.
Nah, Prem's
spicy,
to be
bro.
fair though, La Liga's like I remember we played when I went on tour. We played Getafe.
Did you play them at their home ground?
Yeah.
They're used to that climate, fam. That's why.
Yeah, and to be fair, the climate was mad, but fam, I saw the keeper. I saw the keeper.
all I'm gonna hear is man can't do it on a Tuesday night at Burnley and Stoke and
but the Spanish climate was mad. But I saw the keeper. The keeper zinged it, past my toe, fam, straight to the wing. I was like, yeah, you man are disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
The technique is horrible, but yeah, I don't know. Without Messi, Ramos,
it's just
the attraction's not like who you watching Madrid and Barca for? Like,
who's the best player in the league right now?
Suarez.
And he's
Arguably, yeah.
Benzema.
Suarez or Benzema?
Does anyone actually enjoy watching Suarez though?
No.
Like now?
Yeah.
No.
Not now.
No. He's horrible to watch, isn't he?
So I mean, he's an awkward player, but he's good awkward.
His movements.
He's like
That's what I'm
Deontay.
saying,
He's
but
like,
it's not
he's like Deontay Wilder. You don't. There's no technical flair. Just
Nah, but Beyonce's exciting
Wrong
though.
analogy there.
you get what I mean. It's not good
People
to
want
watch.
to watch him though because
Who?
he's exciting.
Who?
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
Like,
but the same with
you
Suarez.
go
You know
for
he's
the
gonna. You know he's gonna
spectacular
do something. Like if he gets a chance in the box, he will finish and he will do something great in that respect. But I'm talking about build up and looking clean as a technical player.
No, he's not Liverpool Suarez, basically. 'Cause
Nah,
the way he
he's
used to
not
turn
an
and
Yeah,
run the
now
boys
it's
to flick.
now it's
Do that
like
little
I'm
flick.
gonna chop it. I'm gonna hit you. He's gonna hit mine. He's gonna bounce. Then I'm
I've
gonna
never
finish.
seen a man nutmeg people with his shin pad so much. Like he
this what I mean.
dribbles with his shin.
But don't get
But it's effective though.
He's still a clean player though. He's not like.
Nah, don't get me wrong. He's an elite striker.
But that's just him.
Him or Benzi in their prime. I'm taking Suarez.
Ooh,
yeah.
I get it.
Benzi's never hit 30 goals in the season.
I get it.
Bonus
But
But Benzi got a mad Instagram though.
But you can't disrespect Benzi.
He got, no way.
No way. But I'm saying
saying out of the two.
Liverpool versus Norwich Suarez all day, fam.
Yeah.
Cause that brother was.
Yeah,
But who's been the complete player for the most of their career?
I'm still taking Suarez.
Who's been the complete
Well,
player
to be fair,
for the majority of their career?
to be fair, Benzi's revived his thing now.
You don't stay at Real Madrid for over 10 years
I get.
for no reason.
Yeah, I get that.
You-
No
you-
one's saying he's.
at Real Madrid
Oh,
where they
no
sell
one's saying
players
he's
for
not
fun and buy
levels.
players for fun, and he's been there.
But nobody's saying he's not levels.
Yeah,
We're just saying Suarez is better.
yeah.
Do you agree on that?
He's had a better season. I'm Team Benzema.
You don't agree? You don't agree?
I'm Team Karim, King Karim.
I say no
Yeah,
more.
that's because he's the
Most
drip god.
They got the essentials.
He's a complete striker. He
Nah, man.
scores
I think
goals, he
there was
brings
one
play.
couple seasons where he went missing.
Bro,
man.
there was
Wait,
two or
wait,
three
wait.
seasons where he was
just
there.
there.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the best
okay,
way to
but-
describe it.
but
He went
just
like
vibes in.
it was
Why was he just
because he
there?
had CR7.
And what was he
doing
doing
it.
for CR7? That's why he
But
just
He was
When
doing
you
what he
just-
was told.
You're not on the pitch.
There you
You're not
go.
on the pitch to do that though.
But no, he was he was on the pitch to do that for CR.
There's a side man then.
Exactly.
Hence, whatever players had to come and go.
Yeah, but
unless you're doing
Suarez
stuff
was
for-
with Messi.
And still did bits.
And with Neymar.
Still did
Exactly.
There's a difference between Messi and Ronaldo there, though.
I know. Messi's better.
There is though there, ain't there?
Yeah, but arguably there's a bigger shadow with Messi. But
Arguably, if you're playing for Ronaldo, it's do as I say or get in the bin.
with Benzi though, he should have been.
That's what I
But
mean.
that's how it feels. Obviously, no one doesn't
either
know,
way-
but that's how it feels from the perspective of Ronaldo. Do as you're being told for me. Or
But
in a
either
bit.
way, Suarez over Benzema. In fact, poll that. We ain't done a poll in a while. Let's poll that, man.
I think I did before, you know.
That exact poll.
Yeah.
Let me do
Suarez.
that. So I can vote.
Okay, then.
Do it
Suarez
again.
one.
Do
Do
it
it
again.
again. I got a couple burners again.
This man got about 14 Instagram.
Right, onto the streets we'll never forget. So, Chief, you got the perfect description.
So basically, it's a player who the streets all love, but they're not really elite. Like a Thierry Henry is an elite player by himself. He doesn't need anyone to remember him. The game remembers him. But I doubt a rat.
No one gonna remember him.
He ain't gonna get no Ballon d'Or. But the streets will never forget him.
Okay, is it in terms of skillful, in terms
Just exciting.
Exciting
because
players.
okay,
A streets legend.
not a street, okay, but like a Sean Wright Phillips.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Streets
I
will
won't
never
put him
forget.
on there, but
No, you should have.
I'll put him in there for him.
You should
Sean
have.
Rice Phillips,
Sean
the Man
Phillips.
City version before he got the move.
Yeah. You got anyone?
I was gonna say Dembele from Tottenham before he went to Chinese Super League.
Yeah.
Who's
I think someone put him on before though.
Did they?
Yeah.
Unbelievable him.
But that's a good shout though.
Yeah, no, he was.
Who you putting on?
Nanny.
Okay.
Shout out Naya Bingi for that one.
Okay. Look a celebration thing.
Little MJ, Billie Jean,
what I'm
brother.
The chiller guy.
Have you heard him talk as well?
do you remember when Ronnie did the massive? Yeah, I love the keeper. That offside.
That's what I mean.
He was
Ronnie wanted to back. Hey, fam, he took away one of the best goals against elite Spain at the time as well. Yeah, fam. I thought Ronnie I punched him straight in the face, bro.
Yeah, he was mad.
it's
I'm
good shot,
gonna
to be
put Mexican striker Borghetti.
Borghetti.
You remember Donny?
Nope, sound like spaghetti.
Yo, I
That's before
think they pronounce it Borghetti.
Oh,
But yo, my man scored a header, fam, one time, bruv. Like, I don't know how he twisted his neck like that, fam. He was like an exorcist, bruv.
So he's in there on the basis of this.
Nah,
one.
but he was like the
I don't know him, so I
Mexican
can't
legend
lie.
for them.
Um,
So
I remember Blanco. You remember Blanco?
I do.
Yeah.
I just spell Borgetti.
Borghetti.
like a Bugatti, but with an R in it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Google it. But yeah, I'm putting him. Yeah, I think that goal just excited me. But
Nah, I think the streets forgot him still.
Mexican streets vote.
Hey, you didn't say what street it was.
The Mexican
A
streets
couple Broad
vote.
Street legends as well, fam.
I think who else did I have? Oh, Diego Forlan.
Yeah.
Bad man, gun man, all of that.
Throw in two. I'll throw two Spurs players in there. Me.
Go on.
No one else ain't gonna throw them in there.
Go on then.
Jermaine Defoe.
I'll put him in there, see ya?
Yeah.
I told you. Ledley King.
Yeah,
Edgar
Brad.
Davids.
Braz, I don't think the street remember this guy. Still.
I'll find the clip edit. I'll send it in the group.
I found the clip.
Oh, did you?
And it was dead.
What the header? What the header? The moments that.
I was thinking, yo, because every time you mention these names, yeah, I say I'm gonna go home and watch it, and I never do, yeah. But the
Hey, listen. I don't remember it like that, but listen. When I seen it, fam.
I'll show you.
Braz is talking about Hernandez when he done the backflip header. That's the Mexican he's talking about.
Can we see this?
You remember Hernandez do that header?
Yeah, but to be
Which
fair,
one?
yeah,
Chicharito?
Chicharito,
man. You
I don't
remember?
remember, nah.
When yeah, man, was
Google
it
that,
against was it against Chelsea?
I can't remember. But it was,
Some standard header, yeah.
it's a good header still. It's a good header.
No, it's not,
It's
bro.
a-
Great
it's
header,
it's
fam.
like
Trezeguet
if man headed it this way and went that. Yeah,
I
that's
put
good header.
Trezeguet on here. Man went rating
Nah,
it.
I'm not. In fact, I'm putting on Fraudwatch.
Man got relegated from the streets and then forget straight to Fraudwatch.
Bro.
Because for me, he's the same as Figo.
Nah, man.
The Trezeguet,
Like,
the name was
that's
fire.
what I
The
mean.
name was
The
name was
sounds
elite.
special.
The name was elite, bro.
But he didn't have
and it
the
was
Bava
was
Voom.
it the one? What goal did was it for?
Juventus.
Yeah, the,
Like, don't get me wrong, he scored some goals in that.
Bro,
But he
good
didn't
man,
have the
fam.
Bava Voom. Like, he was.
Don't get me wrong.
And
there's an aspect-
Alka and Thierry would have like he was in that trio, innit? But
he-
them two would have.
That man couldn't head the ball like Trezeguet could head the ball, though.
We're talking about heading the ball now.
well, Braz brought it. I'm blaming Braz for this.
I thought headers was the category.
We're putting man.
I thought headers was the category.
We're bigging up man for just heading the ball.
Bruv, I'm just
talking
saying
about
it.
Bava Voom, man. Talking about heading.
I'm just saying. Man, I'm saying heading the criteria to get on the streets.
Listen.
I've never
He
met.
wasn't even that good in the air.
I didn't see
Trezeguet
When you
is
talk
cold,
about-
bro.
When you talk about,
I thought Trezeguet was cold.
I didn't see Tarap head the ball once, but
this is what I'm saying.
you
I
never
thought
know.
Trezeguet was cold.
Nah,
Just a ling man.
not for me, innit? Like for me, like he scored goals, but he was never. He didn't have the
Like
Bava Voom.
in the you putting him against Henry and Anelka, like
That's his problem. No,
Yeah. His career's better than Anelka's, but Anelka's still rated
bet.
higher than him.
I'll take an Oka still.
yeah, me too. But
Because-
I'm just
because he
saying,
came
give
to
man
play
his
in-
flowers.
Because he has more about him. He has some sauce.
Nah, man.
Did you
Whereas
see
he's just
more of him because he
dry.
came to England? innit?
Nah, not even.
Danny's been to like 65 clubs.
No man. Not all of them were good clubs though.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Come
And
like
he's still.
Kevin
Everybody's
Prince.
like, yo, Anelka.
Boateng.
Well, fam, the man are moving clubs more than man change socks, bro. And Balotelli as well, fam.
Yeah, and Robbie Keane.
Is he still? He's not.
If he's not on the
Yeah,
streets, I don't know, but the cartwheel and the
I think I put him on still. Did I put him on? I've been putting bare Spurs man on still.
He didn't put Edgar Davids on. He had the whole glasses thing going on.
But like I said, like he's known, like he's Davids in it. That's
And when he went to Barnet, I heard man them say he's a waste man, so I can't back it.
not even. It was just.
I can't talk on that.
You know when your legs are gone, but you don't realize they're
Bro,
gone.
you gave yourself the number 1 shirt, fam.
And
How egotistical do you have to be?
And the
Is that
armband,
good
and he
efforts?
made all the players call him Mister.
What?
You can't call
Mr. Davids.
You know this already. We've spoke about this.
Nah, I didn't know you man call him Mister. You're taking a piss.
I didn't. I called him
Nah,
Edgar.
take it back, take it
From
back.
the fact that
Hey,
you
hey, wipe that. I didn't say his name. Wipe that.
from you took the one off the goalkeeper and put it on your back, fam.
He took the one. He took the manager's job. Remember, it was a joint manager when he came, you know.
And he sat the other man.
And then a couple weeks later, he was gone.
Man sat
So he
down
got,
the manager.
he got the number 1. He got the armband. He got the whole squad calling
Man
him
moving
Mister.
like Putin, fam.
And told the other manager, yo,
Lad, you know.
Bounce.
because like for the first 3 weeks he was just there, innit? Like he weren't joint manager. He was just joint manager.
So he was just
really, it was Edgar's team, innit? He was picking the team. He was doing everything.
and he was playing.
And then-
he was playing training and said, "Give me the ball."
And the other joint manager was doing the set pieces, but then every corner, Edgar Davids would go and take a short one, say, "Give me the ball," and then try a trick, would flop every time, and then they'll counter attack.
and nobody said nothing to him.
Except me, and then we ended up getting into it and that. But like afterwards, it's like,
Get him on here, man.
he's in Portugal now, innit?
Yes,
Managing
what?
now, innit?
Doing what? What team?
Some lower league team.
Oh, I thought you said one of the Giants.
Has he got? Has he got the one?
I don't know. I'm probably still playing, so I don't know.
Have you had any goalkeepers on the streets?
No, actually.
I don't think so. The one that took free kicks and that, he was on
Oh,
there, innit?
Chevalier.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Taffarel as well.
The
But,
one that used to play, I think it was.
Dida,
But nah,
For me, he's too big a
Who?
name.
the black
innit?
player,
Oh, Dida?
black keeper,
Shaq Hislop.
Shaka Hislop.
Yeah, that's
El
I'll
Habzi.
put him on there.
yeah, that's because
The
every
first black keeper that wasn't a mug, and that's why I put him on there.
It wasn't a mug.
Man
His name
used to
still
mug up
gets
black keepers.
his name still gets mugged up though, fam.
I know.
Because any black man goes in going, Shaq.
Yeah, why is that? The
Exactly.
streets don't forget, man. The streets remember, man. The streets remember.
I remember when you was younger and that, when you played Wembley and that, someone used to miss, everyone used to shout Savo Malasevic for Villa. Remember him?
Nope, I'm on YouTube him. What,
the name rings a bell.
I
Just missing open goals.
I didn't even, yeah, used to just miss for Villa, innit? But I didn't know. I just knew Savo, innit?
I think men are getting put on the street and then forget for the wrong reasons. Just highlight their bloodness.
He's out there for the wrong reasons.
So we did some poll, or I did some polls last week.
And just made it random ones by himself.
Yeah, basically. Nah, 'cause he's intrigued to obviously like this is like general sports though. So like the greatest sports manager of all time.
Oh yeah, I saw these.
I had Bill Belichick.
So why did you make them wrong answers then? It was just
Nah,
too
it's
much
just-
people.
yeah,
you
I've
can
got
only I can only pick one.
I'm
innit?
getting on to you, bro.
All of us. So the greatest sports manager of all time. So I had Bill Belichick. For those that don't know who that is,
That's
the New England Patriots. Donny, who's won stupid amount of
Everything.
rings with Tom Brady.
Yeah, basically, yeah, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Cheat code.
Fergie. So Fergie's in there.
Yeah, I picked Fergie.
And Phil Jackson.
The Last Dance man.
Your Last
Yeah.
Dance, Michael Jordan, Kobe.
Those are three good shows.
Yeah, so basically, I picked
So-
Sir Alex because he's the only one that didn't have a cheat code and done mad things.
He did have a cheat code to a certain degree.
When?
Mate, you lot was just
He had the
buying
ref-
all the best
he
players
had the
in
ref.
the
No,
Prem at the time.
no.
Yeah,
That
the-
man had aliens.
He had the ref.
Okay, no, but one
He had
second.
Tom Brady and he had Michael Jordan.
And
The
Kobe.
two greatest of
I
their
just thought-
generation.
But they still had a whole
Man,
other.
you didn't have Messi. They didn't have
No, but
Cristiano
you lot had-
at the peak.
Oh, Braz, like, they had money and all the best players that were
Yeah.
in the Prem. United said, I want
So
them.
you're telling me?
And they got them.
You're telling
That
me-
was a cheat code, wasn't it not?
So you're telling me any NFL teams didn't have money?
No, but I'm saying
You're telling me
They all had cheat
NBA
codes.
teams didn't have money?
Ferguson had a cheat code in the Prem. He did.
He didn't have Tom Brady.
I'm saying Bill Belichick just because of the sheer number. Like you can have Brady, fair
No,
enough,
no, no.
but
Yeah.
to win that
But he had
consistently.
an alien when there's no other aliens. At least when Messi was an alien, there was
Yeah, but
Cristiano
the
was
alien has to pass to somebody else. It's
Nah,
not
but
like,
you know
No,
what?
he doesn't.
You know what? You know
he does
what?
in American
No, he
football. Of
doesn't.
course he does. He can't run.
You know-
He
you know
ain't
what-
got- he ain't even got legs.
I get what you're saying. He never had an alien.
Nah, you know what?
a standout
Like,
alien.
just,
where
just like
easy.
one, but he did have
exactly. There's no one to
very
compete
good.
with.
Yeah.
Very good
But
team.
remember, Tom Brady was like the 18th pick in his draft. Like he wasn't number one.
Yeah. So if he picked him after the draft, I rate him for that.
Yeah.
But that's just seeing talent. That's not. carrying the team.
And then he built.
Yeah, but like I'm saying,
he built his team around him.
He still has to.
that's his best.
He still has to pass the Tutustanis.
For me, that doesn't put him ahead of Sir Alex.
Yeah, but even Phil Jackson, another argument, I'll say if he's won.
But didn't he flop at other teams and that?
Nah, he gone to the Lakers.
Like
He went to the Lakers and had Kobe.
Another alien?
One second.
I mean,
what do you want him to do? Work with some dead man after you've been proved to be
I
one of
asked
the
the question,
best?
did he not go to the
That's
New
like
York
Pep
Knicks?
going
Wasn't
to
that at the
manage
Knicks?
Burnley after he just
Did he
won
go to the
everything
Knicks? I don't know.
I don't
Did he
know.
go to the
I
Knicks?
don't
I'm
know.
sure he was at the
I
Knicks
don't
and he
watch
flopped.
basketball like
Probably.
So then-
Man move around.
So basically, he didn't have an alien and he flopped.
So basically, Bill Belichick is the most consistent winner. Yeah, cool. He won.
No. So
Nah,
Alex,
but
he built a dynasty
out
fam.
of what's this now? Bare votes, yeah.
If you could see what I can see.
Sir Alex.
Raz went, what the hell? I used to this format.
Sir Alex won by a country mile.
Jeez.
So he
It's
won
'cause
with
nobody
48
don't know
votes.
the other two.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
think
about to
that's what
say.
it is.
We're in England, fam.
Yeah, I think that's
It's
what it
football,
is.
innit?
You need to
Yeah.
put brackets in there. Maybe.
Yeah.
Explain who just put the subtitles.
Yeah, basically. Right, on to the next one. We had who is the greatest sports person. So I had part 1, 2, and 3. So for
Rouse.
part 1, we had Floyd Mayweather, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, or Messi.
Mayweather.
Out of them four.
Mayweather.
Out of them 4.
Wasn't it Messi?
Mayweather.
Why Mayweather?
Oh, Messi, man.
Fam, you can't tell me you got into a. Bro, his record speak for itself, and the fact of
51-0.
the fact that you're in a
The
Don't
race.
reason
ever
I
say
can't,
51.
the reason
Don't
I
say
can't
51.
pick
Don't say
Mayweather
51.
is
50,
because
it's 51.
the reason I can't pick Mayweather is because I don't rate him as the best ever boxer.
Yeah.
Don't matter if you rate him or not. It's
No,
fact.
if he's not the best
He-
ever boxer, he can't be the best ever
But
sportsman.
if he
What do you mean he's not the best ever? Like,
Yeah,
who-
but there's
No,
in this
because
category here.
That's what I'm saying.
boxing
Messi.
changed.
Okay.
Like
First.
if he was boxing back then, you can't be picking and choosing. Is I'm the best. I'm fighting you,
bro, he
Fight
can't
me.
help that. He was
That's what
born.
Tyson-
He was born in a
that's
generation
what
that
Tyson
wasn't
and
afforded to
Muhammad
him.
Ali were like, whoever's the best, fight me now. Fight.
I get that. I understand that. And I appreciate
I
it.
just,
But
I
he
just
didn't have
think
that
if you
choice.
watch boxing and appreciate
But
boxing,
you can't knock
you
it.
can't
Don't get
hit
me wrong.
Donny.
I
So
appreciate
there's no
him.
matter what he matter what he
And
fights,
to go
who he
in
fights.
50 different bouts.
But for me, I think-
we're not average. Man, are killers out here, bro.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
He's been caught
Alright, cool.
once.
He's
been caught
He's
once.
one of the greats, 100%.
He's
no
the
doubt
great-
in that.
he's the
but
greatest.
for me,
I would tell you,
I
like,
think
who are the best
Messi is
three?
better in football than he is in boxing.
Okay, fair.
No.
I would agree.
No. Messi cried and retired.
But you're never gonna go with your whole career unbeaten
He did. Mayweather did.
in football.
Mayweather
at this
did.
guy.
And he made $100 million.
Anyway, both of them lost.
Who won?
So with 43 votes again by a country mile, Michael Jordan.
That's just because everyone watched the flipping Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
what.
who you got on your page, fam?
That's what I'm saying. They all watched Last Dance just before.
Fam, these men are very narrow-minded, bro.
Voting his mentality. over
Part
everything.
2 was Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps, Roger Federer, CR7.
Why
That's so random.
why is CR7 in there?
Fam, they're all the goats in their
Respective categories.
respective categories.
I'm going Usain, bro. I'm Jamaican.
Why?
Fam.
You said it.
You can't. Well, yeah, but
it's
that's
fast.
obviously.
I'm
other
just
people
saying
I
too.
think other people have voted on that, but
Yeah, 100%.
fam,
I'm saying
Michael Phelps
Michael Phelps. I
is
would've
a
chose-
mazza, bro.
I would have chose Michael Phelps.
Big mum in the deal with water.
Like, bro, you can even tell in the picture the gold medals is crazy.
I know, but there's only so many times you can run 100 meter, bro. You can't do different It's like them saying, alright,
Something
cool.
like-
We're gonna run 100 meters sideways. We're gonna run it backwards.
Yeah, bro.
No, like-
remember he's broke every single record.
I
in the
know,
world.
bro, but he's probably cheating.
Fam, he smoked weed.
Have you not seen
He
it?
smoked weed once.
He got banned.
There you go, fam. Usain Bolt's clean, fam.
Yeah, he
Allegedly.
But yeah,
So you're telling me Phelps smokes weed, but he doesn't?
What are you trying to say, fam? Because he's from Jamaica, he smokes weed.
Yes.
fam, with 40 votes again by a country mile, Usain Bolt.
See, told you.
Yeah, there's bare yards on the page, bro.
In second place was Ronaldo, then Michael Phelps, then Federer. So,
To be fair, probably was Phelps, to be fair.
and then part 3, greatest sports person ever, Brian Lara. For those who don't know, cricket done.
Bomb cricket, man. Cricket's on Fraudwatch.
Whoever the other,
Whoa, steady.
Bomb
My
cricket.
granddad might watch this.
whoever the other three are ahead of him.
Lewis Hamilton,
Definitely.
Tiger Woods,
Ooh.
Serena Williams.
Serena.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Serena.
Why?
What do you mean? What? Yo, Serena. That don't need no explanation.
Serena Bakar, she don't even keep silver medal or second place trophies in her yard, fam. You know how
That's
much?
what I'm
You know, you know what kind of
that to
serial
her
win you
sister.
gotta be, bro. It's like, don't keep that.
So yeah, with
Serena or Tiger.
25 votes, Serena Williams won.
All right.
17 apiece was Lewis Hamilton and Tiger Woods.
So basically, Brian Lara came exactly where I told you. Gonna come.
People don't know who Brian Lara is.
Yeah, I'm surprised a couple of people like cricket dons, man like Brian Lara.
I won them.
Nah, you ain't even the best one, fam.
Then we went on to some other who do you
Courtney
prefer?
Walsh.
Huh?
Courtney Walsh.
Bad
That's who
man.
he's named after, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Courtney Walsh, bad man. Courtney Walsh and Ambrose, yo.
Fam, man, I
You
know.
know the one with the little stuff at the start?
Who?
The little, what was it at this?
I don't know what you had
don't
then,
know.
but
You had a little
Croft.
something.
Courtney Walsh?
One of
Nah,
them, I don't know.
Nah,
look at that.
Definitely, man.
I don't know who that is.
Definitely, man.
Hey, Google's my new friend, fam.
Yeah, man. Definitely a picture on Google.
Darren Ambrose.
We then went on to who do you prefer? So had some of the GOATs in their respective categories. I know this is not football, but anyway, we move. LeBron James or Kobe Bryant?
LeBron.
Why?
Yeah, I'm LeBron still.
Everything.
He's the most.
got everything.
He's the most complete basketball I've ever seen.
But he's not the Black Mamba.
I know.
But the mentality.
He's just not the Black Mamba though.
But it's just not Kobe, I know. He's LeBron.
Fam, Donny's
Like R.I.P. Kobe. though.
old
R.I.P.
school Kobe was a madness. Number 8 Kobe was a madness when he had the hair and that.
So you're saying lost his power like Samson?
Nah,
Every
he
Kobe
still
was
had
a
his
mad-
power, bro.
Every Kobe was a madness.
Yeah,
But
fam, he used to
LeBron was-
carry the Lakers, bro.
And what
But-
does LeBron do then?
LeBron still carrying.
I mean, LeBron carries everybody.
LeBron's in
Well,
I
Space.
think
LeBron's in Space Jam.
agree. Yeah, he's trash though.
Is it?
I like it, man.
mate.
I watched it, yeah, man.
He's
No
trash.
way.
Well,
Don't
no,
waste
no
your
waste time.
Watch the old thing.
I have to watch it.
Swear
Man.
down.
Watch the old
I
thing.
have to
fam.
watch it, man.
What you say, Michael over LeBron?
Yeah,
Who won?
100%.
Oh, who won this one? 'Cause I know he lost that one.
Sorry, hold on. Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant won.
62% of the voters voted for Kobe Bryant.
It's preferred the way, innit? So
Yeah, but obviously, man, not long past then, so you got.
Saying the sentiment.
Yeah, there's got to be a couple of sentimental votes in there
I
too.
hear that.
Tryna
I
go
hear
there,
that.
man.
I hear that. Right, the big one. CR7 Messi.
Messi all day, landslide.
I don't know why it's
I don't know. It's bad about that.
don't know why it's to be honest.
Messi won 56%. So
Not
Hey!
enough. It's not enough.
Disrespect, man.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Tyson Ali,
See, this one's closer.
I
for
watched
and I'm
me.
talking
Tyson.
about Iron Mike, not Fryfish Mike.
Yo,
Obviously.
Mike for
I
me.
said fry fish, Mike.
And then obviously young prime Ali.
Yeah, that for me, yeah.
What? Ali?
Yeah.
Ali.
I didn't see it enough.
Is it because he's a better person?
Because I actually watched that fight against Sonny Liston not long ago, and he
Mashed him up.
mashed him up, fam.
Yeah, but Tyson didn't let anyone
Yeah, Tyson was yeah.
get past him.
I saw a video
Tyson
of him
was
this
at
morning.
your neck.
Yo, have you seen him now?
Yeah, he's mad.
Yeah, still.
He still look like the same 20-year-old.
Mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, 60% of the voters voted Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they're young, innit?
They don't appreciate boxing.
To be fair, when he got in the ring with someone who could have it, he's meaty.
So I'm saying,
Who's meaty?
Iron Mike.
Didn't Lennox like jab his face off?
It's like
Holyfield.
Holyfield is
it's like Fury and Wilder. Like when you stick it on them kind of man, that you just stick it on, man, they get it stuck on them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It will get silly. But yeah, that was all the votes, so all the polls.
You just
So some interesting
They
ones.
just randomly decided to do.
Hey, when you got time on your hands, mate, you need content for the pod.
I respect it. I like it.
To be fair, we had some votes in the group that I forgot which ones. You didn't remind me. Some polls that Joker wanted to run, or you wanted to run against Joker. Mo Salah ones.
what did he say? What did he say today? Something about is Mo Salah the best in the Prem?
Mo Salah is the best in the Prem.
At what?
Is he he said he's after the aliens
He's next up.
Aliens in the Prem? Or
No, aliens in the
aliens.
world. So after
Messi and
Messi and
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo,
section him.
it's Mo Salah.
That's a section him. To be fair, do you only messages on one number, 10 replies on the other.
This so upset.
Section him. I don't know who it is.
Fam, Joker is funny, fam. Man are coming on a whole different vibe. Like, wrong. Who said that? You.
Oh man.
Ain't that good
That is
joke,
wild.
bro.
But yeah, Mars, we appreciate you coming on.
Thank
You
you, bro.
forgot his team. You forgot his all-time
you for
11.
Oh yeah. I can always forget. Sorry.
I'm intrigued to see this.
Yeah, your all-time Premier League 11 manager and formation.
Side note: Lincoln Moses put you in the all-time Premier League 11.
Yup, you heard.
Donny just Donny just did the Brazil just the dumb way he wanted.
Why just done all-time 11 of people like
Right, just that, bro.
bless my Lincoln.
man,
bless
putting
him.
the
And then they dashed me in there after. Who did he take out?
Vidic.
What did he call Vidic? He called something.
But then he went pissy. Well, you don't like running.
Legend, man.
Yeah, quickly let's wrap this up, car. I don't want the studio time to lock off.
You got a minute.
Schmeichel.
Yep. Right back.
Oh, don't know, but left back Ashley Cole.
Yep. Standard bug. Certain man said Baines.
Who?
Let me get carry on because that's just in the side
Your boy
channel
X.
somewhere completely.
X said Baines.
Rio.
Yep.
I have to go. I mean, trophies after that. I'm gonna have to go Terry.
Fairs. Right back.
Neville Walker.
Aurier.
Aspilicueta.
I'm gonna have to go. Who said Aspilicueta?
Who
Someone said that.
But who said Oreo?
Aurea. I need him at my
Aurea.
club about him all time.
Nah,
11.
I'm not a Spurs fan. He's.
Oh, you're trying to. I said Oreo. I
just asking.
thought you said somebody said
Stop
it.
me into saying players like that. Well, no.
Oh, my bad.
Did someone say Aspilicueta though?
Possibly. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's embarrassing.
Ivanovic. Was a shout as well.
Zabaleta.
This is one something. But I'll go with Neville.
Fairs. Midfield. 3.
Jesus. Gerard Given. You know what? I won't even be controversial. The 3 of them.
Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard.
That'd be controversial, man.
3 of them.
No Vieira.
We don't have
Yaya.
We don't have the capacity.
Sorry, take out Lampard. I need Vieira.
There you go.
I need Vieira.
There you go.
Take him out. Take him out.
Front
and then
three.
your front 3.
Oreo on the left.
No, I mean a 10.
Where are you getting these shots from, bro?
He's on about
You like see Sam Bell?
Oh yeah.
Marvin
put
put him in the
Thierry in the 10 when he's the
Yeah.
best striker.
Yeah.
So Thierry's at top.
Yeah. In the
Thierry
mid-
is
Down the middle, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got. Okay.
Listen.
Am I playing 4-3? Oh, 4-3.
It's your team.
I said, what formation am I playing again?
CR, gonna have to.
Yeah.
Right or left?
You playing on the left?
You play both, innit? United.
Started at the right and then
It's up to you.
And Gareth Bale not making an appearance, no?
It's the all-time, isn't it?
I'm just saying, fam. You ain't put one.
Gaza?
You didn't put the goal.
He's already gone.
Oh, yeah, true.
I could rotate and put.
I said rotate. Man, put the subs on.
Impact players.
It's the right wing. Who done bits?
Eden.
That's all right.
And our left already was on the left.
I love Eden.
Robin?
Ooh.
Long enough.
Duff.
Yeah, Robin wasn't smoke. What you
Does that
mean?
mean long enough?
Yeah, of course. He's there in the Prem for a minute.
They rate Prem, Robin.
Mo Salah.
Listen, I'll choose Arjun Robin. That nigga ain't going in my team. He ain't going in my team. I'll have Bale. Put Bale. I need a Spurs player in there.
All right, Fairs.
Put Bale after
Who was the manager?
I need a manager.
Yeah.
Watch.
Nah, you gotta give it Fergie.
The Cherry Aid one.
You gotta give it Fergie, but I need some respect on Pep's name.
It's
Right, he's
Fairs.
assistant then, yeah?
Huh?
He's assistant.
Whoa, he
Translator.
In the side, man. He in the side, man.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Mars officially. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Round
for
of
having me.
applause, round of applause.
What you bowing to, fam?
Fam, the mic. Whoa.
I just
Started moving mad, fam.
I try to catch the mic, you know.
Like I was fading and that. Where can the people find you on the social media?
Oh, they can't. Just find them on Twitter, fam.
I'm
Man
back on
got,
now.
man got 400 Instagrams.
You back on Insta now?
Yeah, I'm back on Instagram
Yeah.
now.
Which one?
18 sterling.
There you go.
I was stitching you up badly.
I got like 20 people on that one, relax.
Right, No Tekkers episode 50 in the bag.
Half a century.
We made it.
You,
Peace.